Welcome to the channel. Today's safari starts from Kainuk to Lodwar, from Kainuk via Lokichar to Lodwar. So this is the road map today. From Kainuk heading north to Lokichar, then all the way to Lodwar town with a detour to Ngamia 1. From Kainuk heading north to Lokichar, then make a detour to Ngamia 1, then proceed all the way to Lodwar town, a distance of about 216 kilometers. This is Kainuk, a town in Turkana County. Hey! Though I had featured it in the previous episode 24.
Yeah. Okay.
Hii ni tena. Leo fika hapa kapata pana. Raia amekuwa kichezi.
Haya watoto hata alafu hawajui hata sisi ni watu wanatufungia tena watoto tunalifunga.
Ni Turkana.
Sisi ni Turkana, kama gari yenyewe naenda hivi yote ni watukana. Wapokoti mshahara wao ni hapo tu wanarudi hawezi. Na wanafungia sisi wa Turkana.
Sasa wanafungia kwa Turkana kwa hapo.
Watoto.
Kumbe ni vita kikabila.
Ati wanasema
Iko watu wanauawa hapa kila siku. Ikifika saa 11. Watu wanakuja sijui ni kokota wanakuja hata hapa hii masaa za saa 11.
Unasikia watu asubuhi.
Alikuwa anasanya kuni.
tunatembea tu.
So wakiua mtu by the way, lakini ukifuata wanaweza kuwa wako sawa.
Lakini kwa sababu wao na complain huyo mtu aliuawa wapi? Kando ya police station. Kando ya kambi ya jeshi.
Sasa na hakuna tu hakuna tu unajua wakiua mtu hakuna tu polisi anachukua.
Bike zinapita bike.
Zinapita lakini hata ukienda ukifika hapo hata kwaona wengi.
Sasa wakitoka
wao wanatandikwa mawe.
Hiyo ndio sijui.
Wewe tolea kwanza.
Ndio. Na wala sinema.
Wanapiga barabara kwanza.
Uko sawa unaenda. Hata mimi nimekuwa huko imepigwa
Mimi nimekuwa huko kwa basi.
Badala nikimbie huku.
Hata wakikwambia enda wewe pande mawe.
Na uko wapi sasa?
Wanatoa mawe.
Bala.
Hiyo ni ile hiyo ya nyororo.
Yani ya kifaru ya juu. Azio bizi, wewe. Napiga mama baba.
Mimi niko wewe umeenda wapi? Mnaacha
Karai mle unarudia madanga.
Geria. Kwa hiyo ni ndio anafanya?
Si utoke kuja wewe chuka chini kuja.
Unajua na gari yake tarudia.
Wewe toka tu kuja. Wewe usiogopa hakuna mtu anakupiga. Ambia na
There are demonstrations in the town. People are demonstrating against insecurity in the area. Kainuk is a border town between West Pokot County and Turkana County. There are so many gold mining activities, especially on the side of West Pokot County.
Oh, ni aje? Lodwar. Tafika? Okay. Neza penya? Hapa kando hivi. Oh. Sawa. Okay, sawa. Thank you. Sawa, shukran. Kainuk. Yes. The famous Kainuk.
Kainuk has an elevation of about 821 meters above sea level. This is Turkana County. It is located on the northwestern part of Kenya, in the North Rift region. It is a home to Turkana people, who are the third largest Nilotic community after Kalenjin and Luo respectively. It is the Kenya's largest county by land area of about 77,597 square kilometers, followed by Marsabit County, which has an area of about 66,9 923 square kilometers. The county borders 3 countries: Uganda to the west, South Sudan and Ethiopia, including the disputed Ilemi Triangle to the north and northeast, with the Lake Turkana to the east. To the south and east, neighboring counties are West Pokot, Baringo, Samburu, and Marsabit, which is on the opposite or eastern shore of Lake Turkana. On the right is the South Turkana National Reserve. This stretch between Kainuk and Lokichar is in the middle of nowhere. This is where bandits used to stage ambushes. 1900 until 1926. The British colonial administration in Kenya gradually established control over the Turkana people, and by the year 1926, the Turkana people were fully under control of British colonial administration, who subsequently forcibly restricted their movement to Turkana region. In 1958, the district experienced an influx of a number of people classified as belonging to Turkana people from the Kenyan town of Isiolo and forcibly relocated to Turkana district by the colonial administration. The district maintained an all but complete isolation until 1976, when the roadblocks leading to the district were lifted by the Kenyan government. In the year 2000, the people in the north of the county were reported as being harassed by marauding Ethiopians and were consequently forced to relocate in the southern areas. Turkana is known in the local language as Turkana. Some place names in the county are attributed to the language of the Pokot and Samburu people, representing a tradition in the area of inhabitation by the people prior displacement by the Turkana. The county is current subject of crude oil exploration and has a potential of geothermal, solar and wind energy. The county is connected to Nairobi through regular commercial flights to Lodwar Airport, and the World Food Programme runs a special UN humanitarian air services for UN and INGO staff. This is Lokichar, located in the heart of the dusty and arid Turkana basin in the Rift Valley. 590 kilometers northwest of Kenya's capital, Nairobi, and 85 kilometers from its county capital, Lodwar. The main ethnic group here is the Turkana people. The town has an elevation of about 763 meters above sea level. It is known for its proximity to the discovery of oil and its subsequent development, otherwise known as the oil town of Turkana County. Until 2010, it was a forgotten backwater of Turkana cattle-based pastoralists. The principal activity by then was basket weaving and other native crafts to cater for the sparse traffic. The 2011 discovery of oil by tallow oil has transformed the town. The town has an urban population of about 12,676 as per 2019 census. The name Lokichar comes from the Turkana word Akichariet, which means branching of roads. It is a significant hub in the arid Turkana basin, known for the discovery of oil and its subsequent transformation from a remote area to an investment magnet. Though tallow oil was left and handed over to Gulf Oil, which is proposed to be exported through a crude oil pipeline from Lokichar to Port of Lamu. I am turning right to go and check on the oil fields of Lokichar, located in the South Lokichar Basin. Recently, Tallow Oil Company sold its entire working interest in Kenya to Gulf Energy Limited. This sale was announced on 21st of July 2025, which marks Tallow's exit from the country after 14 years. The entire South Lokichar Basin is believed to hold up to 4 billion barrels of oil resources. The Basin, Ngamia and Twiga fields within the basin are estimated to contain up to 560 million barrels of oil resources. The South Lokichar project covers approximately 1,085 hectares in the Turkana County. Upon completion, the South Lokichar project is expected to produce up to 120,000 of crude oil under Stage 1. The foundation stage development of the project involves a total of 33 well pads and 321 wells, developing Basin, Ngamia and Twiga fields using a central processing facility. It is proposed to also receive additional water from Turkana Dam through a 90-kilometer long underground pipeline. The South Lokichar Basin is a Cenozoic sedimentary basin in Kenya. It is part of the East African Rift System although it is no longer active. Since the year 2012, it has been the location of a series of oil discoveries. The southern Lokichar basin is a north-south trending half-graben with the main bounding fault on its western margin. It is approximately 80 kilometers long, 25 kilometers wide, and has a maximum depth of over 7 kilometers. The main fault, known as Lokichar fault, is relatively low angle and planar in section, although the depth varies considerably. The basin is filled by a sequence of Oligocene to Miocene sedimentary rocks. There is one major interval of volcanic rocks near the top of the sequence called a well basalt. This is the South Lokichar Basin, 25 kilometers from Lokichar town and 110 kilometers from its county capital, Lodwar. Exploration began in the basin with the Lokichar 1 well drilled by Royal Dutch Shell in 1992. This found some oil in the sands, but proved the presence of good quality and mature source rock and good quality reservoir sands. The phase of exploration ended as the company assessed the results as non-commercial. In 2008, African Oil Corporation acquired a produce sharing agreement for license over the basin. On the right is the Tullow Oil's Ngamia 1. In 2010, they farmed out part of their interests. In 2012, drilling began with Ngamia 1, which was a major discovery. Subsequently, another 8 discoveries have been made, all like Ngamia, close to the basin bounding fault. There are now sufficient discovered resources for commercial development. The crude output of the onshore oil project is proposed to be transported to Lamu Port in Kenya through 824 km long and 18-inch diameter underground oil export pipeline, which will pass through 6 counties, which are Turkana, Samburu, Isiolo, Meru, Garissa, Lamu, and be stored in a floating storage and offloading vessel at Lamu Port. This is Lodwar, the largest town in northwestern part of Kenya. It is the county capital of Turkana County. It is located west of Lake Turkana on the A1 road. Its main industry is basket weaving and tourism. The Loima Hills lie to its west. The town has a population of about 82,970 as per 2019 census. The indigenous tribe is the Turkana. It is located 675 kilometers northwest of Kenya's capital, Nairobi, and with an elevation of about 477 meters above sea level. It is said that the history of Lodwar began around 1933 when a trader named Shah Mohammed arrived on the banks of the Turkana River. The roads were inaccessible, so he brought donkeys. He eventually built a permanent trading center in Lodwar, including a gas station. The district commissioner's office was built, followed by the small medical clinic and a government prison, though the police headquarters were built in Lokichar because tribal disputes were common in the area. During the 1960s, missionaries built schools in and around the town. Shah Mohammed opened several stores in the remote town of the Turkana County because he was the only contractor and supplier to government departments, carried mails to the area and supplied transported goods for the Norwegian and Italian fish canning projects on the Lake Turkana, both which eventually failed. During colonial period, Lodwar functioned as a transit point for British officials, moving Kenyan political prisoners to the north. The Kenya's first president was restricted to a house arrest for 2 years in Lodwar, beginning the year 1959. The town had developed a reputation as an isolation outpost, removed from rest of Kenya. But in recent years, Lodwar has expanded and gained commercial and economic prominence. Lodwar town houses local and governmental facilities, including Turkana's biggest health facility and the main referral hospital. It is served by Lodwar Airport. Turkana Geothermal Power Station is about 170 kilometers away from the town. The town has a hot desert climate with very high temperatures and very little rainfall throughout the year. It has a sunny climate year-round with close to 3,600 hours of sunshine per year. And an average amount of rainfall of about 210 mm. Lodwar power grid is being replaced by a connection to national grid, which is expected to replace the town's current diesel-powered system. The project involves constructing a new power line and a substation to provide more reliable and affordable electricity and to end reliance on costly diesel generators that have caused power interruptions. This is Turkana Bridge. The old bridge was built in the year 1970. The bridge was too narrow that it only allowed one-way traffic. The new bridge was built in the year 2021. The bridge crosses over Turkana River, which is said to be 340 kilometers from the source in Mount Elgon to where it empties its waters in Lake Turkana. The river begins on the lush green slopes of Mount Elgon and the Cherengani Hills, then traverses through the southern Turkana Plains, then crosses Lodwar Desert near Lodwar, and then it empties its water into the world's largest desert lake, Lake Turkana. The Lodwar alluvial aquifer comprises two unique systems, east and west of the Lodwar municipality, on either side of the Turkana River. Almost 1.3 billion cubic meters can be stored here, with about 10% that can be utilized without causing unacceptable environmental, economic, and social challenges. There is one shallow groundwater system in the region, hosting potable fresh water, though its residents experience intermittent water shortages, leading to deaths of their cattle. Lodwar town houses local and governmental facilities, including Turkana's biggest health facility and the main referral hospital. The indigenous people here are predominantly nomadic pastoralists, which are the Turkana people. The name Lodwar translates from a Turkana language to bitter thing. The name is attributed to a bitter taste of the fruit of the edang tree, which grows abundantly along the Kawalase and Turkana rivers that surround the town. Edang tree fruits are consumed by local inhabitants, but visitors found it to be bitter, leading to the name Lodwar.
Okay, sawa, shukran. Okay.
There is Kawalese River. Then Takwel River. Lodwar town. This is Kawalase Bridge, a bridge over a seasonal river that is prone to flooding during rainy season. The bridge was built in the year 2021, which brought a sign of relief to residents. The Kawalase River was called a death trap during rainy season that it took so many lives. Discovering new places is one of life's refining pleasures. Discover a world of endless road travel possibilities, one road at a time. More safaris to come. Thank you for watching.